from Venice, Italy, Luca Barazzoni from Dozop. You ready to go?
Yes. Thank
Buongiorno.
you. Buongiorno.
All right.
Can I leave this seat? I'm going to leave it this seat. Hi, everybody. Well, my name is Luca, and I'm from Dozop. Dozop's mission is to design and develop a ready-to-assemble do-it-yourself products for everyday personal logistic needs. I'm going to show you right away one of the products that I have here in a trendy and catchy video. Many of us have little space to store products. So as you can see, we focus on the small form factor because when we use a product on a need basis, it is more important that it's small when you don't need it than big when you need it. Our products like this, they weigh 4 pounds, they can carry 250 pounds, and they retail for $29.99. Our products can be quickly assembled and easily stored in the trunk of the car, in the apartment, in the office, and they can be used indoor or outdoor. They're compact, lightweight, they're assembly, toolless, you don't need any tool to put them together, and they're reversible. There is no top and bottom. As a matter of fact, even Dozop is what you call in English an ambigram. It is the same way, one way and the other. Going to the next slide. We're going into the market. The market size, let's look at the United States for now, since I'm here. In the United States, 35 to 40 million people, that is roughly 12 to 15% of the US population moves every year. And to our advantage, 3/4 of them are do-it-yourselfers. About 40% of the households consist of just one person in the major cities in the United States. And singles make up 27% of households in all the United States. So from big moves like this, then we move into small moves. We looked also into moving just small boxes or an item that fits heavy around. As do-it-yourselfers, we're all incidental movers. Basically, from time to time, all of a sudden, we need the help of any product to carry around items or boxes in the so-called too close but too far zone, our competitive arena, that is from 0 to 5 blocks. But the product offer out there is impressively unbalanced, being almost only directly to the professional market with heavy and big commodity-like products like the one that I brought in here. Therefore, what we did, we quickly discovered the latent market need, and we decided to address it by providing innovative product solutions directly instead to the consumer market. Where we have a first mover advantage, we can build the first brand in a no-brand environment, and we can bring fun to an otherwise boring segment of commodity-like products. We're focusing primarily on a young dynamic demographic of do-it-yourselfers, and the market is no niche. It's actually increasing the overall market size and is appealing to a larger segment of population. Design-wise, we focus on the relationship of people plus things. We just don't focus on the things. We design within this relationship, putting the user first and center, and then we design around the user products that he can use to help him throughout the day. We have 3 different design directions: horizontal, inclined, and vertical. These are examples of the horizontal, that is the bearing. The inclined is the one that you pull with you, and the vertical is the one that you push in front. After this, we're going to go also into carrying devices, and we also developed accessories in order to increase the experience of the user, like, for example, pulling cords, fastening cords, bags, and also to create upsells in store. We also have items and wearables. All these products, they all have utility patents. They are already assigned to us by the USPTO. We extended them to Canada, to Europe, and other countries. And they all go from $4.99 up to $49.99. Among our modern unique selling proposition, here there are a few. For the first time, a 4-wheel cart is assembly, is sold in an appealing and compact packaging, is displayed off the shelf, taking little space, and it can enter the gift market. And by compact size and lightweight, it can be shipped economically direct to consumer, exploiting e-commerce opportunities. Here, we are just started 6 months ago to sell. We're in Staples nationwide. We're in Office Depot with 50 stores as test. We're in Japan. Asagawa is launching next month in all Japan. Home Depot already opened as an account. Mailboxes, etc., already agreed in testing. Germany, Spain, France, and Italy with 50 stores. We have a major distributor in the US that we're talking to. And then we're talking to all these other Costco, True Value, Ace Hardware, and many others. As per sales, this year we're going to probably close at 350. Next year we're going to do 10 times that volume. We're going to do that by adding new products at a higher price tag and better established relationship with our suppliers to lower COG. This is the team. It's me. My background is I have a university degree in international politics, then an MBA in business administration, international business with honors, and then an executive at Harvard Business School. I'm Italian. I lived in 6 different countries. I worked for one of the top 5 strategy consulting firms, and then 12 years in top management as commercial director, and then president and CEO at Fendi and then Versace. I have 3 board of advisors: Robert Cox, co-founder of HSN, Lucio Gomero, Chief Business Transformation Officer of Benetton Group, and Stuart Standard, Managing Director of BNP Group. All the rest is outsourced help and consulting firm that helped me throughout this period to get here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Great job, Luca. Great job. Okay, you ready for some questions?
Yes.
Wonderful job.
I'm sorry, I had to help myself because I'm Italian, so I had to help myself in reading sometimes.
You got great tests and suits, though. I got to tell you, I got a lot of
Thank you
grief
very
for this
much.
stuff. It's really fantastic. It's unbelievable.
Thank you.
Okay, who wants to start us off? Lauren.
Luca, thank you. Come vai?
Bene, grazie.
Bene.
Keep going if you're trying to impress us.
And that's
Okay.
all I have. So
Okay.
buongiorno, maybe.
So we do the rest.
It seems like you want to create a brand around commodity products.
Correct.
So I want to hear a little bit about the marketing plan to actually develop a brand and sort of make how you're going to position these as extremely unique products, given that we look at these as commodity and possibly even throwaway products in a lot of cases.
Exactly. The way I see it is that the commodity-like products that are out there, like this one, are in a large competition to us. They're not a direct competition. When you talk to a consumer market and not to the professional market, the consumer market is engaged with the product that they use. It's not disengaged like the professional market. The way we see it is that's why we don't talk about things. We talk about people plus things. We work in this plus. So we try to create the things that are the extension of ourselves in order to help us do something else. But people want to feel comfortable. Not only because I'm Italian, I want to design in this kind of products. I mean, I believe that the products should they have a different kind of attributes when they go in the consumer market. They're compact and they're not big, they're lightweight, they're not heavy, they're not in wood and aluminum, but they're in plastic. Plus, these products in plastic allow you to enter the gift market. You can take I knew the name, but a pen, let's say a pencil, something. So you can write your name on it. You can gift it to other people. I'm sorry, I'm not there for your move or whatever. I don't know if at least I position like that.
Please, go ahead.
Hi, I think your branding is really great. Question for you, competitors. I recently moved, U-Haul, you can actually rent dollies from U-Haul and other accessories. So why, for someone who's doing a move themselves, why would they, buy a dolly when they can rent it? And just curious, how do you address that in terms of competitors and just you can rent that stuff?
Correct. Well, that's a large competition. First of all, that's a big move, and we're targeting also small moves and just having to move one box from your car up to your apartment. So we're going away from big moves because there are other people that do that better than us. Second, if you go to U-Haul, you have to pay. This product is sold at $29.99. If you go to U-Haul, you have to pay for the rent of the product. You have to take it to you, and you have to bring it back. So that is another reason why we believe people would use a better product like ours, because then you can use more time. I'm trying to be quick, so.
Please.
Well, just a quick statement. One, I started my first company up here in upstate New York, so this is truly an amazing competition. That was 10 years ago, so I'm just amazed how much this has grown. So congratulations to everybody for putting this on.
Fantastic.
I actually just recently moved my friend on Sunday. My back still hurts. I really could have used this. So I was wondering, kind of on the U-Haul B2B side, have you spoken to like maybe real estate owners? Because they usually have the dolly that you can move, like a cart, but this would be great just to fold storage and take up less space.
Yes, thank you for the question, and that's why it touches up so I can finish the other answer, is about the channel strategy. We can go with our brand, we can build our brand in design and lifestyle stores, for example, but we also have a lot of opportunities to do private label. There are companies, for example, I got approached by DHL, by many companies that are in the shipping. I got approached by the public storage and other companies, and they all believe that this product can be a powerful vehicle of branding. branding. I give another example, CarMax. They sell 500,000 cars every year. This one next to your car in the trunk stays on the side. It can be branded with their name instead of giving us a keychain that honestly, I can get a keychain from somebody else. So, I hope this answers a little bit the question. It's actually two different kind of opportunities.
Go ahead, please.
Sure, thank you. You mentioned your current sales channel strategy. I saw a bunch of brick and mortar retailers up there. Did you go to brick and mortar first, or are you selling direct to consumers on your website?
No, I went to brick and mortar first because I wanted to build a brand off the floor. I come from there, don't come from experiences in e-commerce. I believe this product has a huge opportunity in e-commerce because for the first time, a four-wheel cart by size that is compact and weight that is only 4 pounds can actually be shipped economically one-to-one direct to consumer. So it can create a huge opportunity to develop e-commerce. I'm not there yet, and this is one of the reasons why.
And just a quick follow-up to that, how does that affect your working capital needs? Obviously, your margins are going to be less if you're selling to a retailer. I know I've sold product to Staples in the past. What are your payment terms with Staples? Staples is notorious for new vendors that basically you're selling them on consignment.
No,
is that
Staples,
the case? Or maybe walk us through how selling into brick and mortar will affect your working capital needs as you start to scale the business.
Thank you for the question for Staples. Staples is actually a manufacturing and distributing agreement, is a royalty agreement. They pay me royalties. Staples came on board as first. As I told you, I'm by myself, so I could not close my company before even opening the company. So what I did was a way to cash out in order to be in Staples nationwide. And Staples believe a lot in what we're doing. I'm meeting with them every 3 months. Every 3 months I show new products. So I use Staples as a cash cow, if I can use that term. I don't know if it's the right term. In order to bring money into the company. And now I'm here because all the others retailers, of course, if I want to make it to the next step, the working capital is going to be different, and the need of head count, and by myself, is of course going to be different in order not to lose the opportunity.
Elizabeth, you have a question?
So I looked at hundreds, if not thousands, of products that would go into stores like Staples or Home Depot. And the problem with those stores is generally that they don't sell your product. They're a distributor of the product, and they have to rely on you to develop brand awareness and get the word out that this is a product and that you can get it there. A lot of companies do better by going direct at the beginning. So my question is, how are you acquiring customers? You've described your sales channel really well, but how are you acquiring customers so that they know about the product? It becomes something that you see in every trunk of every 20-something car. I'm just curious about that.
Well, I'm looking at the amplifiers of the message. Amplifiers of the message for me is e-commerce, is online content, the things that we're not doing now. Correctly, what you're saying is, for example, Staples. Staples is presenting this product also to business, not just to business to consumer. And they also, like you say, they don't care about the products, they care about the assortment. All these companies are about assortment. They just want the product. They got this product. They got a lower version of this product. What I want to do is to make sure that I get the word out there, and I want to do that first through correct media planning, e-commerce, online content, and so on, so that I can help all these distributors get traffic in stores by looking at products that we sell.
So have you looked at any of the individual storage companies where you basically gather all your stuff and then they come and take it away? Is that...
I did. The storage industry is a U.S. industry. 90% of the storage units worldwide are concentrated in the U.S., 60,000 units. The industry went up, incredibly. In the last 4 years, the expense in construction for storage units was $25 million as an average 4 years ago per month, and this year it touched $250 million as an average in 1 month as a peak. So you can understand there's a lot of consume, and for these companies it's very important. I did approach them. I did approach 2 of them. They're very interested. I don't have the platform and the working capital for that. I mean, to deliver on every opportunity that I have out there. And again, this is the reason why I'm here.
Megan, please.
So I agree with everyone that the branding is super interesting, and you started talking about your licensing strategy, but can you walk us through the decision process there on starting by creating a consumer brand. And just for context, the consumer that you're targeting really is only moving once a year, right? So their willingness to pay might not be as much as that, that of an auction house or even a TaskRabbit, Mover, any
Yes.
other small batch.
Yes, I'm going to answer to the second one. And probably it's because I can't transfer the message, but really I'm looking into big moves. I'm really looking into giving you a logistic aid to help you if you have anything. That's why I say we're all incidental movers. All on a sudden we have something and we can move it. The reason why I looked at that is only because they're single people. They're one person in a household. So what does this person do? They don't buy those things because for the few times that they use them, they take too much space when they store. And that's the reason why I said that when you use a product on a need basis, it's more important that it's small when you don't need it than big when you need it. So it's really for small things, small moves. So you have a box all on a sudden that you pick up from FedEx office, or you have to take it to FedEx office, or you have to take it upstairs and things like that. And then I forgot your first part, actually.
It's okay. You got 20 seconds.
Well, I guess as a follow-up to that, on the partnership side, there's a great company I just heard about called Take It All that you could possibly work with.
Okay, thank you, and thank you for the opportunity.
In the last few seconds, can you talk about your connection to Buffalo?
Connection to Buffalo. Your connection to Buffalo.
How you plan to grow your business here?
Well, I'm planning, first of all, I'm planning to dimension my organization here, because that's the reason why I came here. I believe we can bring a lot of talent in Buffalo, from people from in Buffalo and so on, and we can plan to put my company here, because now my company basically is just myself.
I'll answer it for you. There's a lot of Italians in Buffalo.
Yeah,
That's why it's coming.
Second, I can cook. I love cooking, so that's a different thing. But also, Buffalo is strategically very well placed for us in between the United States and Canada, because, for example, in Canada, we're planning to work with Cat Tools. It's a licensing agreement that Caterpillar has in Canada with a distributor that has a licensing agreement worldwide, and they want to present us to Canadian Tires, Home Hardware, and so on. So here we can move very quickly whenever we need to be on site for something.
Luca, great job. Bene, wonderful job. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Judges, fantastic questions. Thank you.
Thank you.